Two of the key ideas of algebra that don't get very much traction until we start to solve equations are the ideas of an identity and an inverse. We have identities and inverses with respect to both of our main operations, addition and multiplication. I'm going to start by talking about addition, and then I'm going to say some very similar things about multiplication. The additive identity is just the number 0, and the additive identity property refers to the fact that adding 0 doesn't change anything. When remembering the name of this property, you should think like identical, like exactly the same. The identity leaves everything identical. It leaves everything exactly the same. The additive inverse of a number, call it a, is its opposite, negative a. The additive inverse property refers to the fact that every number has an additive inverse, and for every number a, that number plus its additive inverse gives 0. Another way to phrase this is, we can introduce the additive inverse property first by saying that for every number a, there's another number negative a that we can add to it and get 0. And then go on to say that that additive inverse is just the opposite of the number. So those are the identity and inverse properties for addition. The ones for multiplication are very similar. The multiplicative identity is the number 1, and the multiplicative identity property refers to the fact that for any number a, 1 times a equals a times 1. Either way, we just get a back. Multiplying by 1 doesn't do anything. So 1 is the multiplicative identity. Multiplicative inverses are similar to additive inverses, but there's a little wrinkle because 0 acts so funny. The multiplicative inverse of a number is its reciprocal, and the multiplicative inverse property refers to the fact that every number except 0 has a multiplicative inverse. And for every number except for 0, that number times its multiplicative inverse equals 1. The reason that we can't do this with 0, of course, is that 0 times anything is 0. Therefore, 0 times anything is not 1.